Hey everybody, it's Natasha from Boost Marketing Services, and today I wanted to have a chat to you about customer complaints and how we handle customer complaints, because how we handle customer complaints has a really big impact on our business, on our brand, and on our reputation. And if you handle it well, you can increase loyalty with your customers and increase the word of mouth positive experience that customers have had with you and increase your reputation with customers. But if you don't handle customer complaints very well, you can do some real damage to your business and to your brand. Customers can turn around or are likely to turn around and not want to do business with you again. And even worse, this is where you get the negative word of mouth experience, because every time a customer who has had a negative experience with you is likely to tell 7 of their friends, at least 7. And that's before we really get onto social media as well, and how quickly and widely that can spread. So managing customer complaints is really important for your business. Now, there's 3 reasons why customers are likely to complain. The first reason is because it's just a slight issue that customers are having either on their path to purchase with you, or something to do with service, or just some information not being readily available to them that is causing them some grief. So at that end, that's quite a low level customer complaint that you've got coming in. So the second reason why a customer may get in contact with you with a complaint is because they've had a serious issue. Either the product you sold them isn't working properly, they've received really bad service, or they've just had a really bad experience with your business. Now, these guys here, it's really important that we manage them in a certain way, which I'll get to in a moment. And then the third type of customer that you are going to receive, who you may receive complaints from, are just people who are being jerks. That's about it, really. It's the only way to describe them. They're just being jerks. They're internet trolls. They just want to make your life hell. And again, there's a different way for managing that as well. So let me run through them with you. So our first person who is complaining, I guess, would we call it a complaint, or would we really call it that they're giving us some constructive criticism or some feedback on how we can work with them as a customer better? Now, this is really important. The type of feedback that we're receiving from them. So this might be just, hey, look, I was on your website and I was wanting to purchase this product, but this information wasn't available to me. Can you help me out with that? Or dates may not be displayed correctly on your website. There's many reasons, but these are the types of complaints that aren't really complaints. They're just more feedback. It's just, hey, I need more information. These are learning opportunities. So what we would refer to them as learning opportunities. So these are opportunities now for us to go back and say, right, there's something broken in our business, there's something broken in our systems, there's something broken in our processes. What can we do to fix this so we can reduce the number of calls or inquiries that we get from customers asking us the same thing over and over again? So this is a positive form of customer feedback or customer complaint. And it's definitely something you want to action, because the easier you can make it for your customers to do business with you, the more likely they're going to want to continue to do business with you. And the thing is too, is that customers have contacted you. They want to do business with you. So why aren't you going to go out of your way and make it easier for them to do business with you? So take on board what it is that they've had to say and put in place the feedback or the changes that they've recommended. Now, our second type of person who is going to complain, these are the big ones. These are the ones that have had a really big, serious issue with our business. And again, let's take this on board as learning and constructive feedback and ways that we can do things better, because we need to take into account here that this person has reached out to us to tell us that they've had a negative experience. Now, research has shown that typically only 1 in 20 people who have had a bad experience with your business, with your brand, with your product, is actually going to reach out and let you know that they've had that bad experience. So those 20 people who have had a bad experience with your product are very unlikely to come back and do business with you again, and you don't even know that they've had a bad experience. But that one person who picks up the phone to contact you to let you know that they've had a bad experience, or sends you an email and tells you about the bad experience that you've had, hey, you really need to sit up and take notice here, because these guys are really, really important. These people you can turn into raving fans, but you can also turn them into your own worst enemy if you don't handle them properly. So what these customers want from you is they want a timely response. They want to know that you have received their email, their phone call, and that it's being actioned. They want to know too that the person who is responding to their email or their phone call is a person who can provide an outcome. They also want to know that you are doing everything you possibly can to get an outcome. Like, the customer just needs to perceive that you are working with them to get an outcome for them to be satisfied. And the final part is the perception of due justice, I guess you'd call it. So the customer needs to also perceive that you have done everything that you can do, but you've also given them some form of compensation for the ill that they feel has been done to them. So, and this is really important that this is managed in a positive manner, because as I said, these customers can, if you manage this properly and manage that in the way that I've just explained, these customers are highly, highly likely, and research has shown that these customers are more likely to become more loyal than any other customer that you have, because they know that you are willing to work for them to get a good outcome. They are also going to tell their friends what a great experience they've had working with you. And finally, it's great for your reputation too. Hey, you are the business that wants to work with their customers. So let's think about that. That customer has reached out to you. They want you to fix something. They're saying, hey, I don't want to end my relationship with you. Please, please, please come back to me. Help me. Let us continue this relationship. And again, why that's really important is because the cost of getting a new customer into a business is really quite high. You've got advertising costs to get new clients in. You've got your salespeople's time and their costs, and admin time setting up new accounts and dealing with new customers. It's really a lot of work to get new customers in. But if you've got a customer already in your business who is telling you they want to continue doing business with you, but you have upset them in a certain way, then it is definitely in your best interest to do everything that you can to try to sort it out. Now, finally, is our third type of complaining customer, who is, as I refer to as the jerk, or just the person who is trolling you online, who just wants to cause trouble. I mean, there are people out there that are just going to contact you to phone up because they just want a freebie, just to make noise. These are the people who just get on social media and just really create havoc. Now, these guys, again, it's how you manage them, because if you manage them in the right way, will actually increase your brand's reputation, increase your business's reputation, and increase customer loyalty and trust in your business. So listen up. When you have one of these annoying people, jerks, get online and say something derogative or inflammatory towards your brand, hey, call them out on it straight away. Hey, thanks so much for your feedback. We appreciate that you've taken the time to write to us to let us know how you feel. Can you give us some more information about the actual incident? Or actually, we can see from our records, I don't think we've done business together before. Can you give me some more information about what you purchased from us? So tell them, hey, do you know what? Your business is important to us. Because at this stage, we probably don't know if they're being a jerk or if they are a real valid customer. So validate them. Make sure that you know whether or not they are a valid customer or not. But you doing that type of work online demonstrates to your other customers that you are willing to go the distance to work with them. Finally, so if you've responded back online to the customer who's made the complaint, let's see what happens next. 9 times out of 10, they won't respond, because they kind of go, oh, right, okay, the company's responding back to me, right, I can't just write nasty things. But again, wait and see what they respond back to. Again, if now we've got to the third part in the conversation, so they've commented, you've commented, they've commented again. Let's see what they've had to say, because we should be able to close it off and finish it. The last thing in the world that you want is to have an online argument with a customer. You don't want that. You don't want it up there for the world to see. You want to at least show the process you've been through. And once you get to a point, which is generally the second response, possibly the third, if it gets to that point, never ever more than a third. The third response is, thank you so very much. We'd really appreciate it if we could take this offline. Could you please phone our customer service number, send us a PM, or email us at this address so we can work through this issue better. That's it. Keep it at that. It's not getting tacky, because tacky is just, you don't want to do tacky online. But we're demonstrating the way our business works. We're demonstrating how important our customers are to us, and how important their feedback is, because after all, customers are the reason why we're in business. If we don't have customers, we don't have sale. So our customers giving us feedback through their complaints that they give to us actually gives us reason to improve the way that the products that we offer. It gives us reason to improve our services, and gives us reason to improve our processes. So I hope that's helped you out a little bit on dealing with and complaints from customers. So like I said, 3 different types of customers. One that's just giving you constructive feedback, just small things saying, hey, we need to improve in these areas. The second one is somebody who's really, really upset with us, but how we can turn them into an absolute raving fan, and that's what you want. You really want that. And third, how to deal with jerks. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what I've just had to share with you, how you've had to deal with customer complaints before, how that's worked for you, or any other thoughts you have on the issue. So drop me a line below. Anyway, it's nice talking to you, and